Just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Lindsey now off the read option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second and 1. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they run with Harris off the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He completes it to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Six nothing our score after 1.
Steelers nothing.
On 1st down, Lindsey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. They find some open field here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run with Lindsey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, Mike's 15, Mike's 15.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Broncos. Mike 15. Mike 15. Yeah. We don't want none. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line. 115, Mike 15.
Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 15. Mike 15.
They'll look to throw again. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
15's the Mike. I got 15. You must be drinking.
Back to throw again. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Mike 15. Mike 15. Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Don't go this way. Let's do it. Let's do it.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 2. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
A 6-yard pickup.
2nd and 4. This is the tight end, Njoku. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Let's get it together, defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. T. Higgins there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They go play action here on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Hunter Henry, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Touchdown! T. Higgins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll drop to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's brought in by Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. T. Higgins there to make the grab. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now, once again, the Steelers here, they're going to line up to go for 2.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. Bang.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Lindsey, 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Box 22, box 22. Hey, let's get this, get this. Like 22.
Back to throw. That is caught by Mims. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they tried to tack on two more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just